Hi all, this is Dr. Sage Breslin and this is Wisdom Wednesdays. Well, I have had more times that I have missed our videos in the last 2 months than I have in the last 2 years. And it seems like life has just been happening and pulling me in so many different directions. So I want to apologize for that. I am a woman typically very consistent, very conscientious. And I know that it scared a few people given my cancer diagnosis. So I'm doing okay. As for my cancer journey, I did have a very unusual experience in response to a new treatment last week and did end up in the hospital briefly. And it was very uncomfortable. Reminded me that, a lot of what we do is experimental. The new drug that I am just being tried on just got its FDA approval and is not associated with any kind of adverse side effects, which is why actually I was being taken off the last medication, the last chemotherapy. But apparently my body didn't think that it was a fun idea to have this particular injection. So I am doing much better now, although I am heading right now for the second dose. I feel a little panic, hoping that I do not have a repeat of my experience last week. I'm asking it to manifest, no hijinks this week. But I am otherwise well. Contrary to popular belief, I've had more than one person ask me if I was still in practice or assume that I had retired. And I'm not, I am rolling out the ROSE system to restore old soul woman empowerment for women of all ages, professional women of all ages. And I'm loving it. So excited to have something more to offer. And that kind of brings me actually to a piece of what I wanted to share today, which is my reason why. I have lately been studying the shifts in my reason why. And they're not a big change, actually, just a shift. I look at, in the beginning, my reason why was really focused on ensuring that other young women who had been assaulted or abused or disempowered or trafficked never had to go through what I went through, or had the resources and support and treatment that I could offer that wasn't available to me at the time as a young person. And wanting to ensure that, women who had these experiences could recover, could thrive. And I think as I aged and as I had my own experiences, the reason why shifted just ever so slightly, right? And so as I got older and as I became a toxic relationship repeat offender, which is not a good status to have, by the way, I believe that my reason why shifted to women who were in unhealthy relationships and helping them get out, which is a heavy lifting kind of occupation. And I did that for 25 years. And I think that what really shifted for me is that eventually I found my way. I discovered the things that were keeping me stuck and trapped, the things that were keeping me disabled, and the thing that kept me accidentally attracting toxic narcissists and others. And once I discovered it, I started working on the solution. And as I really fine-tuned that solution and I resolved it and I let go of that very dangerous, unhealthy habit, I got this profound sense of freedom and grace and peace. And I thought, this is it. I understand now. I understand the next leg of my journey. And the reason why really shifted gears to ensuring that all women, no matter what they'd been through, or how they'd been through it, or how long they'd been through it, or how many times they'd been through it, or how many lifetimes they'd spent engaging this dangerous soul-sucking habit of getting, again, accidentally engaging with toxic narcissists and pathological partners and bosses. I finally realized, if we don't re-empower these women, if we don't restore the divine empowerment, how can we have female leaders? Sorry, I am close to Miramar today. And so that's when I developed the Rose system, and I fine-tune my interventions and techniques. And, why do I roll this out on LinkedIn and other professional sites? Well, because we need our leaders, men and women. And some of the very best leaders we have are old soul women and old soul men. And old soul women are invariably placed here to heal and to nurture and to fix. And they also inherently have some traits that can cause them to accidentally engage with folks who will suck them dry, left to their own devices. So I am here to let you know that my reason why has not changed. It's intensified, it's fine-tuned. And if you are an old soul woman in leadership specifically, a professional woman of depth, just know that I am here for you, and there is a way through. God love the F-15. Woo. Generally just two at a time. So if you are an old soul woman and you are looking for ways to cut that unhealthy habit of engaging with soul suckers, and you want to see yourself thriving, you want to roll out the best version of you for your family, for your loved ones, for your friends, and for your team, give me a call. I have a step-by-step process that will guide you to that level of freedom that I got to experience finally. This is Wisdom Wednesdays, and this is Dr. Sage Breslin, and I've got a quiz for you old soul women, and I am going to post that in our comments. Take it and see what you think.